What's up, guys? Chasing Lamely here with episode number 6 of Welcome to Wroxham. I've lost track of where we are. Anyway, today we're going to be playing in the FA Trophy. I said we play a league game against Great Wakering, but a really nice cup tie came up in the FA Trophy, so I thought we'd skip ahead to there. It was only a couple of games further forward. So, without any further ado, like, subscribe, ring the bell, let's do the intro, and let's go see if we can get some more cup happening. So here we are then for a game against Braintree of the Conference South, I believe. They're either Conference South or Conference National. I can't remember if they went up. They are bottom of the Conference South, which means they're in terrible form. We're not in spectacular form, it's got to be said, if we have a little look at what's happened since we last met. We lost 2-0 to New Salamis. We lost 2-1 to #United with a goal from George Morrill for us. A 2-0 win against Galston with goals from Lappin and Jones. A 2-1 win against Brentford with goals from Morrill and Small. A 2-0 win over Basildon with a brace from Ryan Hawkins. And a 1-1 draw with Felixstowe with George Morrill scoring again. A 1-1 draw with East Thurrock United, who also were in the Conference South at some stage, I believe. That was Simon Lappin scoring, and we lost 2-1 to Great Wakering, so you missed nothing there at all. And then we've just lost 3-0 to Stowmarket. Both those teams are below us, which is really troubling. In terms of the league table, we currently sit in 12th place in the table, which is still pretty good in the grand scheme of things. Great Wakering are now above us because of that, and Stowmarket jumped above us because of those two losses. That's good fun to know. Anyway, so we're 12th. We are 5 points clear of the relegation zone. We are about 10 points away from the playoffs. So this season could go either way. We are not done yet, and we shouldn't feel like we are. We are still only in November, so plenty of stuff to do. There are going to be new players for you to meet today as well, which is going to be exciting. So without any further ado, as I've said, let us go and play this game against Braintree. So for today's starting line then, I've gone with a 4-4-2, which was definitely supposed to be a defensive 4-4-2. So we'll make that sort itself out. In fact, I need to make sure I've got that the way I want it. I'll sort that in a second before we get into the game. Either way, we're going for a 4-4-2. It's Wilson in goal, Fearon at right back, Hazel and Tyree at centre half, and Siggers at left back. It's Charlie Jones, who I believe is new to you guys. He feels like he's been around for a bit, but he's new to you guys. I signed him another 16-year-old Welshman because he was better than what I had, so I've signed him. That's how that's gone. We have got Kian Pereira and Sam Carter in the middle, Lappin on the left wing, Hawkins and Morrill up top. We've got Small, Black, Perez Carreras, Diego Edwards and Mellors on the bench because you only get 5 subs, so I had to try and provide as much cover for things as possible. A lot of the thinking in this team is, can they play in a different position? And if they can, will they? And they will. These players all seem to be wanted by people, which means I'm probably going to lose them, which is slightly worrying because I don't think any of them have a cannot be recalled clause. We could be doing some rebuilding. Harley Black has no contract at all, and he is wanted by several clubs, so that there could be a rebuild coming. Just what we need mid-season. So, let's go and get into the game, and let's see if we can get ourselves at least to the next round of the FA Trophy. So in the dressing room, we're saying everyone expects us to lose here. Go prove them wrong. There's no pressure on us, and that did very little. One of the things I have done is I've kind of deliberately set us up to just kind of keep things quiet, I guess, at the back. Just try and frustrate them. I have noticed there is one decent player on the opposing team, though, for Braintree. They do have this wee fella called Alfie Payne here, and Alfie Payne has had an interesting career. If it's the Alfie Payne I'm thinking of, doesn't look like it is, which is better. He's an ex-Norwich player. I thought it was the Alfie Payne that had played for Oxford and did some cup heroics several years ago, and that would have been slightly terrifying. So let's kick off, and let's see if we can get ourselves a result here. Free kick, and it is for Braintree. Farrell taking it. Clements heads it at goal. It goes against the woodwork, goes out for a goal kick and an early escape for us. They had 93% of the possession up to that point. That's slightly concerning. I mean, I didn't expect us to go out there and dominate the game, don't get me wrong, but I expected probably a slightly better amount of possession than that. I have got it in my head as well that I may have to do some tacticky reshuffling as the game goes on. So, I mean, Simon Lappin picking up a knock will certainly help that. We'll have to see how that goes, how he holds up. Another throw-in for us this time. It's with Siggers. My brain completely failed then. Hoofed ball over the top to Pajatat. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Ball goes forward though. Josh Hazel misses his header, rushes through, and right on the stroke of half time, Matt Rush has put Braintree ahead. And that, my friends, is not what we wanted to be happening here. In fact, that is the last thing we want to be happening. I was just thinking, how do I tighten things up even more at the back? How do I take Lappin off and not fall apart? And that has changed the conversation a little bit. So I think half-time is going to see a tactics done. If we go in at just 1-0 at half-time, it's not impossible for us to turn this around. We just need to be giving a bit more. So we'll go into the dressing room, and we are not going to shout at people. That would be a mistake. You've been unlucky so far. You've done nothing wrong. It should be enough to get... In fact, I'm going to tell them we can earn a draw here, because I think we can. And then we're going to do a tactics. It's a short-term tactics, probably, because I am going to have to take Simon Lappin off at some point. But I'm just going to reset this 4-4-2 to the direct counter-attack 4-4-2, the base one, because it's easier than me trying to figure out what changes I made. I think we might get more opportunities going forward with that. So that is the plan we're going with. Hopefully it pays off. Let's start the second half and see if we can maybe get ourselves back into this game. Throw in for Braintree then, with Davis taking it to Reynolds, back to Davis. Cross goes over, Matthews is there. He must have been offside, surely. Surely we're saying offside there. Are we not saying offside there? Close, but I think he was offside. Okay, time to make some decisions, some very tough decisions. He was just onside. Just onside. Tough one there. Yeah, it's time to make some decisions because some of these players are not doing well, so I think I'm probably going to make some subs. Right, Braintree with a big ball forward, and Wilson will pick that one up. I've gone more attacking, and I've sent on Harley Black, I've sent on Small on the right hand side, I've sent on Harrison Mellors at centre half, because the guys that were there were not doing their jobs, so they've been replaced, and Josh Wilson makes a decent save at the near post, but we have conceded a corner, and I feel like this could very easily be the third goal for Braintree. I didn't bother touching the strikers. I know they've been having a horrible game, but I also can't help feeling they've probably not had a lot of service because everyone behind them has been so poor, so I can't blame them for not putting away chances if there are not chances to put away. Anderson now on the ball for Braintree to Gundry. Upfield, Tyree heads it to Fearon at right back, who needs to start improving as well. Can he create something? Carter here to overhit that one, I would suggest. Just proof of the poor services. And Hawkins to Carter over the top, looking for Morrill. This time finds him. Can Morrill score? He can! And this is what I mean. If you give these guys an opportunity, give George Morrill an opportunity to actually take a shot, he will actually put it away. But you have to put the ball to his feet, or at least put the ball in front of him so he can run onto it. Otherwise, you're just wasting everyone's time. And that ball over the top from Carter beat the centre half. Morrill was there, just slot it home, just happy days. And it's now 2-1, and we have a very small, very slim chance of getting ourselves at least a draw from this. Right, goal kick now for Braintree, and it's gone forward and deep. We need to win this back, because this could be our very last chance to get something out of this game. Black plays it back to Wilson in our goal, and he's taking his sweet time getting that ball forward. Over the top looking for Hawkins, who is not in the mood to run today apparently. Farrell picks up the ball and runs even further back with it, which is a curious decision. Black over the top looking for Morrill, can't find him. Pajatat will pick that up all day long, but it was nice thinking by Harley Black, and now the ball goes deep into our half. Tyree to Siggers. Siggers needs to do something here over the top. looking for Morrill, can't find him. Davis on the ball for Braintree, over the top of our defence again. Some very Route 1 football, and Rush, who was the goal scorer in the first half, has gone on a bit of a run, and it's not really worked out for us. And that's, I mean, probably all she wrote for this one, if I'm honest, because I cannot see us getting back into this now if we can't even get our passing into the right areas. 4 minutes left of injury time. Wilson on the ball. Is this the last chance we were looking for? Over the top looking for Hawkins. Hawkins gets onto it. Can he put it away? Beats his man, and saved by Pagetat. Only so much you can do. And it's just, that's the story of our game, I think, so far. Matthews now on the ball for Braintree. I don't know why it's lagging so much. It's very weird. There's literally nothing else running on the system, which is odd. Wilson over the top, looking for Morrill, and it has fallen to Anderson. Can we get something going here? Can we get ourselves back into the game? Davis on the ball to Reynolds. Siggers with a tackle, a bit of a rash tackle. Hopefully he gets away with that in terms of cards. And there's 15 seconds on the clock. So we need to A, have him kick it, and B, get it up the other end. Yesterday, quite frankly, Davis is just going to stand there for about the next 20 seconds, and that's full time. Utter waste of time. So unsporting. I don't like it. I do not like it. You can remind me I said that when I start time wasting later on in this save, because I'm sure I will. But, hypocrisy is what we do. So, you did yourself proud today. That's all I can ask for. They didn't, but there's no point demoralising them. It's not going to keep us in the cup. So we may as well try and get some confidence built going forward. And I am still trying to get a squad built going forward. I'm looking for as many players as I can to improve what we have here. Because in the league we're fine. And I think with some first team football, the youngsters are going to become really good. I've also decided to loan out as many of the youngsters as I can spare, and as of turn 17, just because again I need to get as many players playing first team football somewhere as I possibly can. But now we need to go and see where we're coming back. We're actually coming back now because we're out of all the cup competitions. So because it's roughly in the right place, we're going to come back for this game against AFC Sudbury at the beginning of February, because that lets me get through the Christmas New Year period and hopefully sell some players in. I think I've got a couple of new signings joining as well, already lined up. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the episode here because that feels like the right place to do it. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't done it already, please do like and subscribe. Not like 90% of you don't subscribe, but do watch regularly. It's very weird. Just subscribe. It costs you nothing and it helps me. And that'll be nice. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Do remember to follow both me and Wroxham on Twitter, because that's always good fun. And until next time, I've been Chasing Lamely. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.